In a distant land, during the time of kings and prophets, there lived a great commander named Naaman. He was a man of valor, a hero to the nation of Aram, for he had led his army to many victories. Yet, despite his power and honor, Naaman carried a heavy burden. He suffered from leprosy, a disease that brought pain and isolation. In Naaman's household was a young girl, a captive from Israel. Though she had been taken far from her home, she harbored a faith that transcended her circumstances. One day she spoke to Naaman's wife.
"If only my master would see the prophet who is in Samaria, he would cure him of his leprosy."
These words ignited a spark of hope in Naaman. With the blessing of the king of Aram, he set out for Israel, bearing gifts of gold, silver, and fine clothing, seeking healing from the prophet of God. Naaman stands at the doorway of Elisha's house, his chariot and servants waiting behind him. When Naaman arrived at the house of Elisha, the prophet did not come out to meet him. Instead, he sent a message.
"Go, wash yourself 7 times in the Jordan River, and your flesh will be restored, and you will be cleansed."
But Naaman was furious. He had expected a grand display, a miracle worthy of his stature.
"I thought he would surely come out to me, stand and call on the name of his God, wave his hand over the spot, and cure me. Are not the rivers of Damascus better than all the waters of Israel?"
In his pride, Naaman turned away, ready to abandon the journey. But his servants approached him with gentle wisdom.
"My father, if the prophet had told you to do some great thing, would you not have done it? How much more then when he tells you, 'Wash and be cleansed'?"
Reluctantly, Naaman obeyed. He entered the waters of the Jordan and immersed himself 7 times, just as the prophet had instructed. On the 7th dip he emerged, his skin renewed, clean like that of a young boy. Overwhelmed with joy, Naaman returned to Elisha, declaring his newfound faith.
"Now I know that there is no God in all the world except in Israel. Please accept a gift from your servant."
But Elisha refused, knowing that the healing was a gift from God, not to be repaid with riches. Naaman departed, his heart transformed, vowing never to worship any god but the Lord. And so, through obedience and humility, Naaman was not only healed of his leprosy, but also his heart. His story reminds us that God's power often works through simple acts of faith. Please subscribe for more Bible stories and lessons. Thank you for watching.